pieces I've been working on lately are the result of some investigations I was doing with watercolor and acrylic washes. I was interested in achieving luminous surfaces, but I also felt the need to explore form, particularly organic forms, forms with the possibility of growth, change, dissolution. Sometimes these forms become undulating bodies dancing across a page, grouped together randomly, or spaced in a more calculated way. Other times they form a texture, woolly weavings, sensuous surfaces. The work I'm doing now suggests beginnings. It's primal form, but it can also be seen in many other ways. These forms suggest fullness and then a flattening out. They flow and then abruptly stop. They cluster in groups and then move off alone. And finally, they evolve. The sensuous woven surfaces give way to a central image. The tubular masses break up and flatten into linear rhythms that move in and out of space. At times, these dancing forms and I are one. At other times, I'm baffled or amused by some of the results of a day's work. small notebook goes most places with me. It's where I put ideas, thoughts, drawings. It's easier to get to work in the studio with these ideas to refer to. Dream images can be brought back to mull over. Forgotten forms ready to lift up once more. Relationships of ideas refocused. I feel a commonality with other women who work in the arts. As women, we share unique difficulties. The struggles of people like Eva Hess and Judy Chicago have been inspiring and encouraging to me. The garden is an extension of the studio. I feel delight in the marvelous crazy growth, and I guess that's very much the feeling I get with the growing forms on paper and canvas. Working in art is a way of life. It's always been a part of my life. When my children were younger, it was often difficult to find sustained working time. Interruptions were constant and disconcerting. But the children knew that making art is what I did, and they learned to respect my working time. In fact, they are very self-reliant, independent individuals as a result of not having everything done for them. Several years ago, I did some work based on mushroom forms. These developed from mushrooms found in the Canadian woods. This was when I first discovered that mushrooms could have such incredible color and such varied form. Most of my work has derived from a fascination with organic forms in nature. The product of one's imagination comes to life with effort and loneliness. And when the artist is successful, the work speaks for itself, as strong and independent as one's children.